The more stages, the more steps I take, the better my picture will be, because I direct my thoughts to each stage and what each stage accomplishes. Hello. You can see by my painting that I finished all the values. I've done 3 stages already. The first stage, very important, posing the model and then presenting that pose on the canvas. That's 1. Drawing is 2, and then establishing the basic values is 3. Now I'm into stage 4. The more stages, the more steps I take, the better my picture will be, because I direct my thoughts to each stage and what each stage accomplishes. And so now I'm going to do the next stage, and that is introducing the basic colors. I can't get involved in all the little colors because this is so far away from color, but I can introduce the basic colors that I see, putting in the colors rather thinly, so the colors are going to be fortified by the values that I already have put down. Why don't I start right out with the red? By having an underpainting of gray, and of course the underpainting is dry, it gives you a chance to start very positively. You don't have to start with a background. You can start right in with the focal point. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's a good color. How did I mix it? Winsor red and alizarin crimson. I've mixed the paint with a little painting medium. Not a lot. I'll show you what happens if you use too much. See, it's weak. See how weak that is? Because a lot of people think that a glaze is thinned down paint. It is thinned, but it's not watery. And that red does take off and become kind of pretty and bright. I think it'd be better to introduce the flesh color on the arm before I get that close to the arm with the red. Far easier than having to get that close to the red. See, it's much better to scrub that color in so it attaches itself to the underpainting. It's be easier to work on if it doesn't move that much. Oh, how nice to get the red over that dark tone and have red in shadow without having to mix it. No one cares how much you suffer over the way you paint, so you might as well do it the easiest way you know how. And I think that 2 coats is an easier procedure than trying to do it all in one. If I were working from a live model, I would have already had to have given her a rest. I would have already had to adjust to the fact that she was a fidgeter. And this one's sitting just as quietly and as nice as can be. And those little old shoes. My goodness. But that doesn't look right. Too much color, that's better. But the yellow is brighter, so I picked up a brighter yellow. Oh, I like that better. And her flesh color. This flesh color that I used on her arm is the same flesh mixture I'm going to use on her face. But on the face, it looks different because her little face is so much in shadow. Add a little bit more color in there. Oh yeah. And then she has that little blouse on, which is yellow with age. Sure, it was lighter than that at one time. And the background. It's a marriage of the mixture and the application. Just a feeling of atmosphere. In painting a portrait, you always have to think about what color background you're going to use. Well, in portraiture, usually gray is the best choice, leaving all the coloration to the model. This gray-green is one that I often use. And that's just a breath of green, sap green, burnt sienna. Here it's going to be in shadow, so I'm going to put a little red in it. And it becomes gray because it's being painted on top of gray.